Hey guys, welcome back. And this week we'll be doing a CTF machine on TryHackMe called Bounty Hunter. It's an easy beginner-friendly machine. I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will enjoy it too. Alright, so let's begin. Go ahead and deploy the machine if you haven't done that already. Copy the IP address. So as always, the first thing we should do is scan the IP address with Nmap to check which ports are open. Type in nmap-sc for default scripts, and -sv for version scanning, and -d4 to make the scan a bit faster, and the IP address, and hit enter. Okay, so we have got a few ports open here, and it looks like it's running FTP, SSH, and a web server. Let's go ahead and see what's running on the web server. Okay, seems like a normal web page. Let's view the page source. The page source, not the page info. Okay, so nothing really looks interesting over here. The next thing we can do is run GoBuster to find some hidden directories over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Type in GoBuster dir-u, and you can see that I've already done this before, but I'm gonna do it again. And the word list, -d 200 for threads, and run it in quiet mode, -q. You can also output it to a file using -o and specify to look for certain extensions like HTML, text, PHP using -x, but I'm gonna run this one as it is for now. Okay, so it looks like it has already found a directory called images, so we can go ahead and check this one out. Copy, paste it over here. Alright, so looks like an image file over here, the same one on the website, so nothing interesting. Alright, so while this GoBuster is running, let's take a step back and look at our Nmap scan again. It's running an FTP server, and here it says anonymous FTP login allowed. What this means is we can log into the FTP server without a password as an anonymous user. Let's check it out in a new terminal. FTP 10.10.2131 and type in anonymous, and we're in. Let's see what files are in here. Oh, by the way, when you list for files, make sure you type in ls-la to list the hidden files as well. Okay, so there's two files over here, logs and task. Let's get this file onto our system and check them out. Type in get and the file name. Let's get the other file as well. Okay, now let's see if the files are over here. Yep, there are. Let's check out logs. This looks like some kind of a word list. It has like a combination of passwords. Let's see what's in the other file. Protect Vicious, Plan for Red-Eye Pickup on the Moon by Lynn. Well, it looks like some kind of a plan that they wish to execute. Alright, so let's fill in some answers over here. Deploy the machine, we already done that. Click on complete, find open ports, done that as well. Alright, so who wrote the task list? I believe it's Lin. Yep, here's our guy, Lin. He wrote this list over here, this task list. Let's answer this, Lin. Alright. The next question says, what service can you brute force with the text file found? We have a SSH service running here, and I believe we can use that word list file to brute force SSH using Hydra. Let's go ahead and try that. Let me close this GoBuster here because we don't need it anymore. Type in Hydra, and for the username we did actually find a username Lin that we answered a while ago, so I'm gonna go with Lin on this one. -p to use the word list that we just downloaded, blocks.txt, and the IP address, -d for threads, and the service SSH, -f to force quit as soon as it finds the first password, and -v for verbose. Okay, so it found a valid pair over here, and here's the password, Red Dragon Syndicate. Let's try logging in. SSH Lin at 10.10.21.31. Type in yes and paste in the password. Alright, we are in. Let's get the first user flag. Copy this. Answer these questions here, and now paste in the user flag. And also the password that we found. Okay, now the root flag. Let's try to escalate our privileges here. Type in sudo -l to check what link can run as root. The password. Okay, so it looks like the user Lin can run the tar binary with root privileges. Now we can head over to GTFO bins to look for a specific binary and check out possible privilege escalation commands. Over here, search for tar and click on the sudo option. Okay, so the description says if a binary is allowed to run as superuser by sudo, it does not drop the elevated privileges and may be used to access the file system, escalate or maintain privileged access. Awesome. Alright, now let's go ahead and try this script out. Let's copy this script and paste it into the machine. And it's done. Let's check who am I. Root. Cool. Alright, now let's get a root flag. Let's answer this last one. And we are done. As you see, this was a pretty simple, beginner-friendly machine. So to recap, we used Nmap to find open ports and services that were running on this machine. And we found that it's running an FTP server that allowed anonymous logins. So over there we found two interesting files, a task list, which gave us the username Lin, and a combination of passwords. Then we used Hydra to successfully brute force the SSH service with the word list and username that we found. And then we logged into the machine using SSH and checked the sudo permissions for Lin. And we found that Lin could run tar binary as root. So we went over to GTFO bins and searched for tar and copied the privilege escalation script over there and pasted it onto the machine. And we got root. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick walkthrough, and yeah, that's it. I'm not really good at ending videos, so if this video helped you, like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next time. Till then, adios.